Talofa Maloi Lele, and Kia ora. Very warm Christian greetings. I'm Tim Pratt from Christian World Service, and it is my privilege this year to be able to introduce the Christmas Appeal to you. Before I did that, though, I just wanted to tell you a wee bit about CWS, because currently we are in some pretty exciting space. The board is in the process of reimagining its future direction. Now, without doubt, the core values, the goals that we've always had will remain unchanged. We are a church-based aid and development organisation. But how we do the stuff of aid and development has to change for the simple reason that the world around us has changed. Recently, there was a session. It was being held somewhere between the Pacific Research Unit and the Faculty of Theological and Religious Studies at the University of Auckland. The speaker was Dr. Mainga Talia, who was talking on his recently completed PhD around faith and climate change. In his presentation, he spoke of Tuvaluans having to move their food planting to raised beds and to pots because of the increased level of salt in the soil due to the rising sea levels. Now, if ever you wanted evidence-based, lived experience of climate change, that's it right there in our own backyard. Mainga's work explores climate justice and the implications of the parable of the Good Samaritan. He poses a question: am I not your tuakoi? Am I not your neighbour? Now, as CWS refreshes its future direction, who knows where we might end up? It's an exciting journey of discovery. That said, there are a couple of things that the board has already identified. Firstly, we have to be involved in intensifying our commitment to the Pacific Island nations. And secondly, we have to be involved in climate justice for the simple reason that it's big. That leads me into this year's Christmas Appeal. This lovely woman, 63 years old, she is our feature person of the appeal this year. Her name is Somawaithi. She's a small-scale farmer from the plains of Sri Lanka. Increasingly, climate change is creating drought on the plains in Sri Lanka. What's worse is the water Somawaithi used to rely on is being redirected away from her farmlet to large-scale industry. On top of that, the surrounding land by her property is being deforested by big industry, by tea plantations, palm oil plantations. And this is forcing wildlife, such as elephants, to search elsewhere for food. They turn up on little farmlets like that of Somawaithi, small blocks of land, and they are literally destroying it. Our partner in Sri Lanka is called the Movement of Land and Agricultural Reform, MONLA for short. They engage in advocating on behalf of small-scale farmers in the presence of government and of big business. But also they're involved in teaching sustainable agricultural methods to small farmers. And so this year we are inviting you to join with us this Christmas to support those who are most impacted by climate change. And as I conclude, may you have a blessed and peace-filled Christmas this year. Mā te wā.